All right, so let's go straight across now to consulting editor Rajdeep Sardesai to talk about the Pulwama attack fallout and just whether India will be playing Pakistan in the World Cup.
And joining me now is Indian cricket legend Sunil Gavaskar. I appreciate your joining us, Mr. Gavaskar. Your first reactions. Do you believe India should push for a ban on Pakistan in the World Cup, ban them completely from the International Cricket Conference?
They can try, but it will not happen. It will not happen because the other countries have to, the other member countries have to accept that. And I can't see the other member countries accepting that. So while India can certainly go ahead and try to do that, I don't think that's likely to happen.
So given the fact that it's not likely to happen, do you believe it's still the right step to take in terms of messaging? Or do you believe it's a bit of a knee-jerk emotional reaction in the aftermath of Pulwama?
The right forum is, I'm sure the right forum is at the United Nations or at the international community. I'm not too sure, and I'm not a political person, I'm not too sure that the International Cricket Conference is the right forum to bring it up. Sure, I think everybody, all of us are, absolutely down with what has happened. It's such a tragedy that has happened. But whether the International Cricket Conference is the forum to bring it up, I'm not too sure, because I'm not too sure that it will work, because the other countries might say, look, this is an internal matter between India and Pakistan. They've got to deal with it. Please do not involve us. England will say, don't involve us. New Zealand, which is so far away, Australia, which is so far away, will turn around and say, please don't involve us in what is a matter between the two countries.
So what is the better option according to you? Is the better option simply to tell the ICC, look, we will not play that game against Pakistan on the 16th of June? Is that the better option?
Who wins in that case? If India decide not to play against Pakistan in that World Cup, and I'm not even looking at ahead to the semi-finals and finals, who wins? Pakistan wins. They get 2 points. India every time has so far beaten them in the World Cup. So we are actually conceding 2 points when we could by beating Pakistan in the World Cup actually make sure that they don't qualify for the semi-finals and and for the knockout. Sure, where does it hurt them? It hurts them when there is no bilateral series between India and Pakistan. In a multi-country event, it's only India, that is the Indian cricket team, that's going to lose by not playing against them. So I think that needs to be looked at with a little more depth. I know emotions are running high, but I think that that needs to be looked at with a little more depth, because at the end of the day, you don't play Pakistan, fine. What happens? I know India is strong enough to even qualify by conceding those 2 points to Pakistan, but why not beat them and make sure they don't qualify for the semi-finals?
But there are those like Harbhajan Singh who are saying today, World Cups will come and go. We've got to teach Pakistan a lesson. Enough is enough. These are cricketers talking this language, Mr. Gavaskar. So there are cricketers. Yuzvendra Chahal in the team at the moment has also echoed similar sentiments, saying Pakistan has to be taught a lesson. Why should we be playing Pakistan? Given that, do you believe that this is the right attitude that the players are taking, or should they take a step back and say, look, at the end of the day, we can't become politicians. We are not going to be caught in this political tangle?
Okay. Let me just not react to what these young players have suggested. Let me not react to that at all. But let me, through your forum, if I may, speak directly to somebody whom I've admired so much, who I think is a friend. That's the Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan. And let me say to Imran, when you took over, you said that it's going to be a new Pakistan. You said that India should take the first step and Pakistan will take 2 steps. But me, a non-politician, just an average sports person, I want to say to you that Pakistan is the one that should take the first step. That Pakistan is the one you ensure that there is no cross-border infiltration. You ensure that those in Pakistan who are creating problems with the activities, the extremist activities, are handed over. Maybe not to India, maybe to the United Nations. You take those first steps and you take those first 2 friendly steps and you see the number of friendly steps India will take. I'm no politician. I'm just a sports person. I know that when Pakistani cricketers, Indian cricketers meet, they are friends. I mean, you're my friend. Ramiz is my friend. Shoaib Akhtar is my friend. We have such a good time when we meet, whether it's in India or outside of India. We have such a good time. And I think the peoples of both the countries deserve that good time. So you take that first step. It's your Pakistan, it's your Naya Pakistan. Let the old Pakistan be. Let the new Pakistan take this big step. And you see, as I said, the number of friendly steps India will take.
You're making a huge point. I have never seen Sunil Gavaskar speak like this. I know you say you're not a politician. You at best been the sheriff of Mumbai, but you're telling Imran Khan today, and you're openly speaking through him through our forum, which I can tell you, Mr. Gavaskar does go to him. You're telling him you've got to take the steps as Prime Minister of Pakistan, and then India will respond. You're putting the ball in a sense in Imran's hands. The ball is in Imran's hands, says Sunil Gavaskar. Am I correct? That if Imran responds, only then can India actually reach out to Pakistan. You're telling this as a friend and an Indian citizen.
Yes, the first steps, the first friendly steps from Imran, if he takes those, it's a Naya Pakistan. If he takes those steps, hands over those who are responsible, stops cross-border infiltration, you see the steps India will take. Again, I'm not a politician, I don't know, but I'm pretty certain the people of India will appreciate the fact that you've done this. You've been to India, Imran's been to India so many times. The love and affection that he gets in India is unbelievable. He's the only Prime Minister who has spent a lot of time in India. He has spent so many days, so many months as a cricketer, as an individual who's come here for, as a friendly visitor to the country. He knows the Indian people. He knows the Indian people better than any other Prime Minister. And therefore, I do believe that he's capable of taking these steps.
But can you trust Imran Khan? He's seen by most, Mr. Gavaskar, to be a puppet of the Pakistan army. That's the general impression, that he's remote controlled by the army. Are you trusting Imran Khan? Can we trust Imran Khan after what happened last week, even if he utters fine words? Are words enough?
Well, exactly. Action. That's why I'm asking for the action. I'm not asking for words. I'm asking for the action to be taken. Because he said that India should take the first step and Pakistan will take 2 steps. In fact, I'm saying let Pakistan take that first step. And then look at the steps India will take. Friendly steps.
Because as you know, in your city, Mumbai, at the Cricket Club of India, of which you are a member, the portrait of Imran Khan has now been covered up after the Shiv Sena threatened to bring it down. And there is talk that the portrait will be removed. Do you believe that's the right step, that India needs to do that, that we need to, portraits of Pakistani cricketers are being removed across Indian stadiums? Do you see that as the right step, that we've got to ostracize, boycott, send a tough message, only then will Imran respond?
Well, I mean, that is to be seen. I said what I had to directly to Imran. I mean, I'm not even sure that he's going to, see this, but I used your platform. I took your permission, whether I could use your platform to speak to him. I've done that. And I think now let's just wait.
But do you believe these steps should be taken?
What I've said. It's somebody, look, I know him for
do you believe till then these steps should be taken, removing the portraits of Pakistani cricketers?
I believe we should take those steps because I do. You know, it's entirely up to the individuals concerned. You know, is that going to change the ground situation? I'm not too sure. But by all means, yes. I mean, I'm not, you know, against these things being done. You take it off because you're emotional, fine, no problems. You take the portraits off, fine, emotional, no issues. It's the way you're reacting. The whole country is reacting. The whole country is, you know, emotional. The whole country is angry. They're in shock. They're in shock that their beloved Jawans have been killed. They're in shock. We are all in shock.
But can you take these decisions in anger and emotion? For example, the decision we started off of trying to get Pakistan out of the World Cup. Do you believe these decisions should be taken in anger, or should they be taken with a certain cold-blooded pragmatism and see what is best for India at the moment? Do you believe that cutting off all sporting and cultural contracts is the best way to get Pakistan to the dialogue table, as happened with South Africa in the apartheid years? South Africa was boycotted by the world. Do you believe that time has come to have Pakistan boycotted because of their support to cross-border terror?
Well, I think India has boycotted them as far as cricket is concerned. They're not playing against them in a bilateral series at all. So I think the Indian cricket certainly has done that. As far as the other sports are concerned, or other cultural ties are concerned, that is something that the government of the day is better equipped, because they actually know what, you know, what is actually happening. You know, we are to such a huge extent, the common man is you know, influenced by what they read in the papers, what they see on television. But the government of the day is really the one that needs to take the call on all these things. You want to cut off ties, but when you have a problem with somebody, the one way to solve the problem is by talking about it. And you can do it with back channel diplomacy, that's fine. But unless you talk, the problem's going to remain. The moment you try and understand each other's position, maybe a little bit of give and take here and there, that way you'll be able to solve the problem.
You know,
but hey, listen, I'm just a sportsman. You asking me all these questions is
no, okay, let me ask you as a sportsman. As you said, you're a great friend of. You've been a personal friend of the Wasim Akrams, the Ramiz Rajas, the Imran Khans. You've been, you know, given that, is there a certain romanticism associated with sport? Because not a single Pakistani cricketer, Mr. Gavaskar, has come out openly and condemned what has happened. And we've seen that in the past as well. They haven't come out and angrily condemned or expressed outrage. It took Imran Khan 5 days to speak out after Pulwama. And even then, there wasn't an outright condemnation or even condolences on the Indian side. So I just wonder, are we getting romantic because they are friends across the border when we are actually dealing, possibly sadly, with a hostile neighbor?
Look, I think they probably have their compulsions. You know, whatever the reasons. I'm not a psychologist to understand what is their reason or compulsions. But like I said, I mean, I've said my bit about what needs to be done, what I feel Imran should do, and I may be completely off the marker there. I mean, but I really don't think I can add anything more.
Okay, let me just ask you one final question therefore. If you were playing the game today, would you be entirely content with playing against Pakistan in the World Cup? Would you see it as an attempt to go out there and smash Pakistan in that match in Manchester? Or would you take the line, as I said, that some cricketers are saying, we don't want to play with Pakistan in this World Cup? What would you do if you were playing the World Cup today?
If there were no points given, if there were 0 points for not playing, if there were 0 points, then I would say don't play them. But my best response as a player would be go and play and beat them, deny them the points. That would be the way I would look at it.
There would be those who would say that what is one match, what is far more important is is speaking as a nation with one voice and telling Pakistan, we want to boycott you. You know, at the moment, even the PSL, the Pakistan Super League, is not being shown on Indian television. Certain websites have removed the scores. Do you believe all of this is healthy? Are you troubled as a sportsman that politics is coming somewhere into sport, or do you believe it's inevitable?
Which was always there. I mean, politics was never away from sport. It's always been there. I'm not talking about direct politics, but politics, as we know in sport, has always been there. So it's always been there. I'm with the country. Whatever the country decides, whatever the government of the day decides, I'm with it totally, absolutely right behind. If the entire country wants that we should play Pakistan, I'm with that as well. I'm just expressing an individual opinion that not playing them will hurt us, because it's a World Cup, it's a multi-country tournament. We lose 2 points. Pakistan gets those 2 points. Not playing them bilaterally is hurting them, because, you know, when India plays Pakistan, they get to sell the TV rights for a humongous amount. They get their ground advertising. All those little peripherals that help swell the kitty is not there. But in a World Cup,
I just want to tell you, Mr. Gavaskar, I have Mr. Imran Khan's mobile number. Presumably you have it too. So maybe some of these thoughts can also be sent by you to him. And maybe, hopefully, he will respond and listen to his old sparring partner.
yes, I listened to him when he told me not to retire. Let's hope he listens to me.
That's
he
right.
told me not to retire because he wanted to have one last, battle between the two of us. He told me when I told him that I'm going to retire in England, he said, no, Pakistan's coming to India, don't retire, let's have one last confrontation, because I want Pakistan to beat India in India, and it won't be the same if you're not playing in the team. So I listened to him then, but that was on the field. This is completely different.
And I think
This
we
is
should
far
also...
more serious. This is far more. This touches a lot more lives than a game of cricket.
Absolutely, it's a lot more than a game of cricket, and I think that's the challenge. Can Imran Khan, as one thing as Pakistan captain, he's now Prime Minister, and as Prime Minister he has to clearly walk the talk. Are you worried that Imran Khan, the cricketer, has changed and transformed? You're looking at Imran Khan through the eyes of a cricketer. Today it's Imran Khan, the politician. Are you worried that maybe today he's much more cynical and just wants to be in power?
Well, I've hardly met him. I've not met him at all since he became Prime Minister. I've met him since he became a politician, and I know something that once he sets his mind to do and achieve something, he invariably drives to get there. So this is what I'm hoping, that he's driven for a new Pakistan, a Naya Pakistan as he calls it, and for a Naya Pakistan to flourish, friendly ties with India are absolutely paramount, and I hope he understands that.
I must tell our viewers, Mr. Gavaskar, that not only did he advise you to play that one extra series, wasn't he the person who also advised you to wear a skull cap? Because he said one ball could hit you on the head and damage you forever. So Imran and you go back a very long way.
That is right, yes. Since 1971, actually, when we played against each other, he was just a rookie trying to qualify for Worcestershire. Then I think he was 17 years old, maybe 18 years old then, yeah. Long time.
And we have to hope that he hasn't changed. The biggest worry is Imran Khan. As I said, the politician is very different perhaps to Imran Khan, the cricketer. Cricket, he could dominate and dictate terms. Here there is the Pakistan army, Mr. Gavaskar, and that's where politics comes in. And that's where people like you and me may find that Imran Khan is now dictated to by Pakistani army. But we live in hope.
Let's wait and see.
That's right. You've in a
Certainly.
sense,
Always live in hope.
you've in a sense thrown the ball into his corner. We have to see now what Imran Khan does. Sunil Gavaskar, you've spoken with a straight bat and hit a straight drive, which Imran Khan now has to respond to. Let's hope he doesn't bowl a no ball or a yorker, but instead realizes that he's now the Prime Minister of a country in a troubled neighborhood. As you said, it's time to walk the talk on a Naya Pakistan, not a terroristan. Thank you very much, Sunil Gavaskar, as always, for joining us here on India Today. Thank you.
All right, that was Rajdeep Sardesai in an exclusive conversation with Sunil Gavaskar on the issue of banning Pakistan from the World Cup tournament. Politics has erupted over deadly terror attack in the national capital as well. 7 days after the terror attacks left 40 of our brave Jawans dead, the Congress today mounted an attack on the government, mocking the Prime Minister for his trip to South Korea. Congress spokesperson Rajdeep Sardesai saying that while India is still in mourning, the Prime Minister is busy in his foreign trips. He further added that while the Congress did extend support to the Modi government soon after the Pulwama terror strike, the Prime Minister and the BJP chief Amit Shah had targeted the UPA during the 26/11 terror attacks. Rajdeep Sardesai also shooting off 5 questions to the Modi government, claiming that the government ignored the intelligence alert over a possible IED blast ahead of the Pulwama attack. Meanwhile, the BJP has gone ahead and slammed the Congress for politicizing the Pulwama terror strike.
कांग्रेस पार्टी ने भारत की एकता और अखंडता पर हमला बोलने वाले पाकिस्तान प्रायोजित आतंकियों को करारा जवाब देने हेतु हमारी सेना और सरकार का भरपूर समर्थन किया है। प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी के लिए सत्ता की लालसा देश की सेना और शहीदों के सम्मान से बड़ी है। मोदी जी राजधर्म भूलकर केवल राज बचाने की जुगत में लगे हैं। शहीदों और शहादत के अपमान का जो उदाहरण श्री नरेंद्र मोदी ने पुलवामा हमले के बाद पेश किया, ऐसा कोई उदाहरण पूरी दुनिया में नहीं। जब पूरा देश गुरुवार को 14 फरवरी 2019 को पुलवामा में 3:10 पर आतंकी हमला होता है, जिसमें हमारे 40 जवान शहीद हो जाते हैं, पूरा देश उस सदमे से जूझ रहा था और देश के प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी रामनगर नैनीताल के अंदर कॉर्बेट नेशनल पार्क में फिल्म की शूटिंग कर रहे थे। स्थानीय आतंकियों को सैकड़ों किलोग्राम आरडीएक्स, M4 कार्बाइन और रॉकेट लॉन्चर कैसे मिले? एक आरडीएक्स ले जा रही कार को जम्मू श्रीनगर नेशनल हाईवे, जहां काफिले के लिए सैनिटाइजेशन के लिए स्टैंडर्ड प्रोटोकॉल का पालन करना पड़ता है, वहां प्रवेश करने की अनुमति कैसे मिली जिससे हमारे सैनिक हताहत हो पाए? मोदी सरकार ने पुलवामा हमले से 48 घंटे पहले उग्रवादी संगठन जैश ए मोहम्मद के धमकी भरे वीडियो को नजरअंदाज कैसे कर दिया? मोदी जी के पर्यटन मंत्री ने तो बेशर्मी की सब हदें तोड़ डाली। सेल्फी विद डेड बॉडी ऑफ ए शहीद, क्या इससे भी ज्यादा दर्दनाक कोई बात हो सकती है और शर्मसार करने वाली? यह है आचरण प्रधानमंत्री मोदी का, और यही है आचरण उनके मंत्रियों और राष्ट्रीय कार्यकारिणी के सदस्यों का और उनके अध्यक्ष का।
वो अलगाववादी जिनके यहाँ कांग्रेस पार्टी के लोग जाकर के बिरयानी खाते थे, आज उनकी जो है वो सिक्योरिटी खत्म कर दी गई है। पाकिस्तान को मोस्ट फेवर नेशन का जो दर्जा है वो ख़त्म किया गया है। उसके साथ ही साथ जो है वो जो जैश के आतंकवादी थे या जो और आतंकवादी थे, उनकी ठुकाई भी हो रही है और उनको जो है वो उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई भी हो रही है और उनको मारा भी जा रहा है। उसके साथ ही साथ कांग्रेस के इन बकवास बयान बहादुरों की इस बकवास मंडली को हम बिना मांगी हुई एक सलाह देना चाहते हैं कि ज़रा सा वो अपना इतिहास देख लें तो उनके भूगोल सामने आ जाए।
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.